Natus. Let's do this. I'm as equally as confused as you are, Alex, because earlier I saw someone, I think it was them, I don't know, a manager, a coach, players wearing Ouya jerseys, and now they're wearing 5POWER jerseys. Yeah. They have stats under 5POWER on HLTV. They have nothing under Ouya.
And they're wearing 5POWER jerseys, and they're called 5POWER in game. So I think we go 5POWER.
5POWER.
I'm not going to dance around it. We're going to say 5POWER. That's what you've turned up with. That's what you've been called.
I agree.
So
I concur.
Foot's down, I'm afraid. Anyway, this should be a foot down for Navi as well. 5th gear straight out of the trap, I reckon. Probably 16-4, something like that. You'd imagine. Inferno as well. The problem they've got, right? Ouya, or 5 Club, whatever you want to call them, probably could prepare for this one. The problem is the way that Navi are going to play this in particular encounter is not going to be the way they would have played against top teams. It's very difficult to prepare for Navi, right? They're going to be going very aggressively. Yeah. They'll be pushing everywhere. They'll be going for the aggressive all picks and all that sort of thing. It's very difficult to think, oh, they play like this against these top teams. Let's try and prepare for this. It's not going to happen like that. They'll be going... They'll be outdueling them every encounter they possibly can.
What are your thoughts on casting Inferno 3 times in a row?
I love it. It's my favorite map, so let's do it over and over.
But too much of a good thing, Henry.
No, 3 is not enough. I want 10. Then maybe we can talk.
3's a charm, Henry.
Exactly. It's a perfect round number, isn't it?
But now you want 10.
Yeah, I'm saying that's when I might get bored.
But, yeah, all right. You're a conundrum.
As Guardian, been an
what
amazing
do you think?
form.
Yeah, it has been. What do you think about this Andy's coming in and getting rid of StarX and bringing, a revitalized... Well, Guardian said publicly this is the best boot camp that we've ever had.
I think it's something had to give there. A bit of an awkward fist bump there as well. Something had to give in this team. They haven't had any results since New York, it has to be said, unfortunately for them. I think it wasn't necessarily that StarX is a bad coach or he's doing anything wrong. He just felt like he didn't have any more to offer. He couldn't help this team any further than what he had. The problems weren't fixing himself. They needed a dramatic change, and Andy... He said he could step up and potentially find the solution here, so why not give him a go? And we'll be seeing StarX very soon back on the scene. But I'm interested to see. I didn't catch you on the knife round. We'll have a look momentarily. I can see what you can see, just so anyone's aware. T-side for Navi, not necessarily a problem these days. As we get into it, 1 smoke for them, and 3 players straight towards Banana. CHZ, we got a little cheese. We're going with cheese? CHZ? What do we do?
Cheese. Chets.
Cheese.
That's
wow, they've gone for the old CPL names as well, Navi. Look at that.
Yeah, great. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. It's not confusing enough that we don't know the names of the Chinese team. Now I have to think in my head, who is that? Well, that's Edward. I can at least tell you that much. Simple's already gone down. Alexander. Dennis seized. Another Dennis in CS. Great. That's not confusing. It's still up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
It doesn't really work in this instance, does it?
It makes it tough. It always does. But that's fine. As Guardian starts to walk in with the clock and cheese. Just takes Chez's head off. Yeah, cheese. That was cheesy. So was that joke, Henry. Hey, bye-bye. Oh, that I'm not even going to try and say. But it is Navi taking the pistol, not surprising. Thorn said it if it was going to be DM-esque, the aim would go Navi's way. And they certainly showed aim in that particular round. Not so much of an execution, but that's pretty typical on the B-sided rush on Inferno. It wasn't so much a rush either, I should be fair. They did slow down for a little bit of an exchange.
A couple of nice shots there from the Chinese side. Well, I'm not going to kind of pretend I know a lot about these guys. None at the end of this test. We've got a bit of an unknown quantity going into this one. I'm sure they can maybe get a few rounds together and show us some nice skill. But overall, Navi, you expect them to run over them in this one. It's going to be a force by in the second round. 1-0, of course, for Navi. It's going to be Deagles, CZs, and Quoth King.
Yeah, that one's going to be good for us. Let's just call him. It's QKA as it's listed on HLTV, QKA. So I'm going to go with QK just because it's quicker to say.
He's going to be the AWP, presumably. He's only got a USP and no armor, so QKA.
Or King. We could call him King.
Is that
it's King of something is what it says at the end. But it's QK.
Anyway, yeah, QK. We'll go with that.
And the 4 is actually the A. I just like QK because it's faster to say. Simple. Enough talking about names. Going to walk around the corner, take the shot onto Stevie. Caught 4 Stevie from the UK.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, good lad. Guardian. Oh, inside of the smoke, they bump into each other. I think Edward realized it faster than Guardian because he sought for the reload. It could have cost him if he pushed all the way through. And that's QKA down. So too is Shoudapai. I think that's correct. Shwadapai. That's probably closer.
Shwadapai.
This is fun. I like this. Henry.
It's interesting.
It's a good time. I'm learning to read.
It's about time, I reckon. Anyway, this should be the full eco now from the Chinese side. What are we calling them again? Ouya? No, 5POWER. That's what they're calling the server. That's the jerseys. We're going 5POWER. It's full eco at this point. Not really much they can bring to the party here. Maybe 5 HG grenades thrown down Banana. Hope for the best. That could be something. But they'll go for the full eco here. Not a single dollar invested into this round. 5POWER won't be stacking either. They'll be sending 3 players towards the A site, 2 towards B. Pretty standard stuff. And I'm sure Navi will keep this kind of loose mentality going forward as they start to accumulate rounds here. Be a 3-0 coming in. The force buy was brought in by 5POWER in the second round, but like we said, Q came. He did not buy anything. So he can get the AWP in the first gun round, but he's got to go against Guardian. As we said in the pre-game, has shown some exceptional form recently, and I'm ready to see him deliver another one. That's a warm-up game for him, right? Let's see if we can continue that online form he's had recently. We've casted a lot of his games.
Yes, we have.
And he's looked nuts.
Very. I mean, it's good to see him and JW and a little bit of Olaf today,
Kenny.
all kind of getting back from Kenny. Yeah, it's right. We're getting a bit of a resurgence, and it's about time. I think the top end of Counter-Strike, Thorn made the video as well saying it's the most competitive it's ever been as Guardian continues to fight his way into the site and find frags. I agree with that, but I don't necessarily think that it's the best Counter-Strike we've ever seen. I think the skill might be slightly drawn back, a little bit more sloppy, but it makes everyone closer together. So there's 2 different things there.
Yeah, it's I would say it's the most competitive. Right now, anyone in the top 10 could be anyone, right? Yes, we have, I guess you could say at this point, a clear number 1. They haven't won back-to-back majors yet. I think that would make them, in my mind, the clear number 1. They obviously are the number 1, but I think a lot of teams can still beat them.
Obviously talking about Astralis.
Yes.
Yep.
And but overall, that anyone, even up to the top 15, can get results and the best of ones and take down the bigger names. And it's a really exciting time to see us go in that respect. And it's only going to get better as we start to see these new teams like G2 come to big LAN events like this, and showing the kind of form they did today was quite scary. Let's get into this first gun round, shall we? Like we said, QK fully on the second round. He brings out the AWP. He's actually been positioned towards the apartments from what I can see at the moment. He's falling back towards quad, but Guardian doesn't miss those, and he's going to get one, but Cheese finds him in return. Still a 4-4, which does favour Navi, considering the force spike came in from 5POWER. You can see they've got a very little amount of utility to work with. 1 smoke remaining, 2 flashbangs and an HE, that's it. That smoke's gone already. We're not even at the 1 minute mark, and they have no utility whatsoever, and it's a poor smoke from what I can see. I think there's a massive gap in that one. I'm not 100% sure. No, it looks okay.
There will be another smoke thrown. Ches, he'll grab the AWP, start to work back with it. Leaves the M4 very close to the smoke. I would have liked to see him throw that a little bit further back, maybe make it harder for him to grab, and then grab the AWP. It's simple. We'll start to try and clear out the top side of mid. Right first, then left. Smoke was obviously there because his shoulder did extend if you were watching closely on the first peek, but he knew because the smoke was there to protect him, as Stevie will hold off in the pit. At least we can commend Stevie. He has the easiest name of anyone right now.
That's true. So well done on that. Well, we're going towards apartments here. 3 players towards the east side of the map, including the AWPer as well. He's positioned towards the library. It looks like he's holding a tighter angle, not necessarily watching the arch side. And the flashbangs and the execution comes in. It's going to be up to Stevie. He can't find the shot. It's going to be simple to take him down. And now they'll be bursting onto the side. He's going to take a couple of kills with Shawadapie here. As he gets 2, both headshots as well. And the third!
Wow.
Amazing play here.
What?
And he cleans up with 4.
This guy's sick. That is so sick. All right. Take back that DM comment because he just owns them in the corner as well. That's a very tough angle to play. And as we see from time to time, the Asians have individual skill. There's no question.
Absolutely. Mechanical skill is always going to be there for these guys, and that's a great display of it there from Shawadapie, as he gets 4 kills, no less, on the A-bomb site. Still money available here, and Guardian brings out the AWP once again, but a double AWP setup, like we saw from G2 earlier as well. Cheese and QK bringing that in. Most players do that, turn their back away from the flash at the start, and then go for the face, but they have got their first round here, and it's the first gun round, an important one, so let's see if they can hold on here. Stevie's down to the famous after going down in that previous round. Towards arch side and control of the bedroom coming in from Edward.
Yeah, that was interesting as well to watch on the NIP round when they finally won on A. The smoke glitch through the wall that extinguished that Molotov.
Towards boiler?
Yeah. See if that's something that gets looked into.
Yeah, that is weird. That shouldn't be happening. That's not cool.
No, and it definitely amounted to NIP rushing the site faster in that one. Not that it mattered at the end of the scoreline of that game, obviously, but Stevie, he finds a double, and unlike Doji in this position, he rotates back. These guys are quite dynamic in their setups, I have to say. It's not like Tai Lu where they sit and wait for the angles. They're taking the fight. 7 will go down to seized. Shawadapie again will rotate around, find another kill for his name. And the gun rounds are looking solid. It's all on Guardian, tagged up considerably down to 25, but second peek is better. Shawadapie's very low. Chiz is still trying to rotate over. Cheese, as you're calling him, I'll go with it. Why not? Guardian drops in. Oh, just misses the opportunity to spot it before the shot arrives in boiler. But look at this. Cheese has made his way in behind. USB pulled out. May not even matter. He's got so much time to line up the shot. Low on HP as well. and it's going to be a second straight round for the Chinese.
So 2 big individual performances there. Shwadapai first, and now Stevie stepping in with a FAMAS as well. That was impressive from the pit. 3 kills for him. Normally that kind of area, you got 3 AKs coming in from multiple angles as well. You get 1 kill, maybe do some damage to the second with the FAMAS, but he did a tremendous job, and that's presumably knocked Navi down to an eco after reinvesting the AWP there. 5POWER have turned out the fight today. That was actually 2 really cool rounds to them. To be fair, it wasn't a clean-cut round in terms of they had a big teamwork effort from all 5 players. 2 of them stepped up tremendously individually. Round number 6 comes in, a missed AWP shot, and the B rush comes in, and Guardian picks up the AWP. This is where it gets interesting now.
Nade bounced, expecting perhaps that they were closer and rushing through, could do some damage. They'll redress the smoke, and Not7 will position himself a little bit more defensively. Aggressive, but defensively nonetheless inside of the B site. As he does that, though, it's a regroup for Navi with the opening pick on the fast man from the Ukraine Guardian. I don't know where I was going with that. It's not even from the Ukraine, he's from the Czech. So I'm going to let you talk now.
He's actually Slovakian.
Slovakian, Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, sorry.
So, you know.
Stop it. This is when you talk, Henry. I'll just sit here.
Execution
nothing happens.
going to come in. They're going to probably Molotov towards the first oranges and smoke towards CD spawn. They could Molotov that position as well. We can see the CT waiting there, but I don't think Navi will win this round at this point. I think they should have rushed and committed with Guardian holding the flanks with the AWP. I think that would have been interesting. But I say he's going to try and sneak in here with the AWP. It's only 1 player here, to be fair. It's your friend Cheese. We'll see whether we can do anything about this. No smoke coming in. That's normally the tell this position is going to work out for them. And the footsteps will be made. They're going to try and take him down, but the bomb's dropped. At this point, where's the refrag? It's not going to be coming in at all.
100% certain that they've got this cross covered off, though, because Not7 gets in position. Thankfully, Guardian slides in slowly, but Bomb, it's down near the coffins. They'll grab it. Just realizes it, rotates back, goes back out in perfect timing. Guardian has to play the op up close, still manages it, and he's got the time to put the bomb down as Stevie thinks better of trying to rush directly in, and Guardian sets for it. Experience pays off, but again, the Chinese side make it very, very close. Navi needed that round, and they pull it back.
Guardian certainly steps up there. Began with the banana rush, the PT50 out dueling the AWP, very close range as well. He didn't expect them to be that close at the top of banana at that stage. They give the AWP to Guardian. That was their first mistake at that point, and then the round fell apart. It came down to a tight clutch, but Guardian stepping up. He said he's in amazing form recently, and he rises to the occasion. And just as 5POWER looked like they were getting comfortable, they've been shut down to an eco once again. It's 4-2, and they're just on USPs and what's his name? Sorry, Not7.
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 Yeah. Unless it's not like the
I think it's the XD's like a funny face at the end. That's what's just
well, the
me off.
XD's a funny face,
Yeah.
100%. It's not 7 on HLTV, but maybe
Right.
the 7's another T. It's just not. I think it's not 7.
Okay, Not7. He's got the 5/7 body armor. I just want to make sure I'm correct before I start giving.
It's fine. We're doing what we can. If anyone knows otherwise, let us know. But we're doing what we can.
So Not7, 5/7 body armor, no nades, USPs here, and no real stacks coming in. 2 towards Arch, 1 quad, and then a player of Coffins and CT Spawn. Not really much they can really do here, but so Navi will be slowing down the pace. And 7 somehow gets the timing dead on there and does some damage. He will go down in the end, but he takes a headshot towards Flamey. He won't do too much there.
Oh, but Edward's got another one. So back to the pistols immediately, despite winning those 2 rounds. It's Navi getting a lifeline because winning that third, it would have built a cushion and it would have broken Navi yet again. So now inside of the site, smoke down Stevie. He's inside of the chapel and perhaps needing a bit of a prayer because Dennis is getting ever closer, and with just the USP to wrap around, no kits, no utility. It's like giving up, bomb approaching. Tall order. They're going to completely surround off that chapel, though. Do they overlook this? Because the best case is that Stevie gets completely, okay, there we go. Completely overlooked, gets a kill and gets an AK, but even then escaping from that position could be tough.
Ooh, nice shot there from Shwadapai. He's had some big rounds so far. Takes down Flamey there. I have to remember, when I'm looking at the kill feed, I'm not looking at their first name, I'm trying to remember who's who. But there it is. It's going to be an ace from Edward. 5 kills in 1 round. Not too bad. Here's the stats right now. 2 players on the 5POWER squad with 1 frag, 7 deaths. Shwadapai and Stevie, the 2 players that have found in their 2 rounds, to be fair, will be at the top of the score. But he's not too far behind. He's had some decent input as well. 5-2.
CH said equals forget.
Right.
It's from Striker.
Fair enough. There we go. Forget.
Don't forget that, Henry.
It's a good way to remember.
Yes, it is. Molotov behind the barrels, flash as well from Edward to clear out Banana early, and Guardian with an op is going to push up middle. Why not?
Why not? Well, smoke's down, and Stevie's pushing towards the apartment. Problem is, all Simple had his nade out. Probably would have blown his head off at that point, but looks like we'll be putting back and live to see another day at this point. C's looking for a bedroom as well. They're actually giving him a lot more respect than I anticipated. I think those first 2 rounds routed them a little bit. I was expecting much looser gameplay here, but see what happens.
Forget. Trying to spray down with a deep. While that spraying will get taken out eventually by Flamey, who sits at tree. Is going to back off inside of the smoke with a P250, which will then be smoked off yet again from Navi's perspective. It's still a 4 versus 4. Take both sides of the map to try and utilize it best they can.
4 and 4 for now. Was a partial buy from the CTs, 5POWER with CZs, P250s and Deagles here, and they're on the completely wrong side of the map, unfortunately for them. They went for the A stack. Bit of a gamble. Some misthrown smokes there from Navi, but it's not going to matter. The good news for them. It was a partial buy, but the round's already over. So a bit of a mess here with the execution. Didn't really stick the landing, but unfortunately no one's here to receive it. So it's all fine here for now. Bomb down, round over. They might just want to save these weapons and body armor. We'll see what they decide to do.
Well, just want to power back off. Give things up, keep the armor that they have. It seems like almost like a round 2 strategy from the CTs. You don't often see this kind of approach late with just such limited weaponry, but they're playing the long game. Some discipline at least for 5POWER.
To be fair to them, they know they can't win the round, right? The money's already tight, and body armor against 5 AKs and an AWP is absolutely fine. So that's going to save them $650 next round.
Well, this is better anyway, too, because they said at least spot them in and where there's potential to at least get one. But getting a gun, not going to happen. The fact that there's 2 here from Navi, they're protected from the blast radius inside the banana. Even if they get a kill to get an AK down and try and grab it, they'll just be, blown apart. And forget the armor that you mentioned, because that seemed to be a little bit too ambitious, if that was the goal, which clearly it wasn't.
Oh, I see what you mean by the banana now.
Yeah, this is what I was saying.
I was so confused. Like, what is he on about?
Yeah, see, they got rid of the wolf.
Right.
It's a wolf, just to clarify that with Chad. Not a pig. I don't know how he thought it was a pig.
I see. There is an actual banana. Anyway. Here's the replay from Edwards. Entry kills there from the previous round. And then, like I said, I thought the CDs were going to save the armor at that point, but trying to damage the economy of Navi, potentially maybe pick up some more rifles at the end. Didn't work out. They still had enough for a nice full buy here. So into round number 9. Edwards going aggressive, of course, towards top banana. He greets by a player at the top, and he nails it. I didn't think he'd be able to adjust to that kill. He's going to tell Shwadapai. Quick kill comes in forget, so you bring it into a 4 and 4, and he dinks Flamey as well, I believe. So you would say normally the advantage was Navi, but that dink does balance the books a little bit.
UKA sits with the op at top mid. Edward down and Flamey tag to 7. Bomb still inside of alt middle as well. 15, lots of time. Not a bad position for 5POWER to try and sit themselves in, who are down to the power of just 4, remember, not 7. And try and get up closer. Smoke goes off. Guardian, EWP on the logs, tries to spot where the boost exists. 7 tries to play it on the inside of the smoke.
Looked like he was lining up some sort of wallbang there. I don't think he was.
It did look peculiar the way he lined up, didn't it?
Yeah. But still all Flamey as he hears some bullets fire through the wall there. He does manage to avoid them and stay on 7 HP.
Forget's got to move, and he's doing it, but he's doing noise. He's got to move out because, they know he's in cubby. They heard the shots from that corner. It's silenced, but it's still quite obvious. So he gets out, thankfully, to keep himself up as well, because the nade would have done him. He was at 50. And just to get a kill as well onto Dennis in his relocation. But it's QKA. Now Stevie with a flash over the top, still blinded up to get a second kill. Perhaps Stevie Wonder doesn't need his vision as he takes down Flamey in the end.
I'm loving it. We got the Asian casters next to us. They're like absolutely loving every kill they get. They're getting absolutely wild. It's really cool.
Why don't you do that, Henry?
Go do what exactly?
Just go nuts.
I didn't really think it deserved the hype at that point. It was just
hype's overrated. I would never yell like that.
No. But that's another good round for the CDs to pick up there. We can see Navi struggling slightly, getting picked off one by one as they went towards middle. Couldn't get much done. It's going to call for a pause at this stage as well. So I'm going to say technical. It is. I can see it now. So it is technical. It doesn't really feel like a moment they have to pause and they have such a huge lead after losing that round. But a chance to reflect as we have some replays here. Simple in the first gun round here, finding kills all over the place on the bomb site. That's a nice shot as well. But Shwadapai, this was an even better play. 4 kills from this corner position, 1 by 1. They wanted to cross there. Can't get the headshot there on the final shot, but There's another round from Stevie as well. Very influential in getting them that second round indeed. 3 kills of the Famous.
Oof, jump across. Not bad at all from Forget. I still think that Shuadapai's round was the most impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Came out of nowhere. Left field. We didn't know what to expect in this game, and he busts out with that. That's making an entrance, Henry.
Certainly is.
That's how it's done. Navi, though, still commanding lead at this point in time. Economy still in control for them as well on the T side. We expected it to be their game, but this is more for us and for you at home, I'm sure, about learning exactly what 5POWER brings to the table.
Well, in terms of pure skill, right, we've seen some good displays of that so far. It's been impressive. We've seen those couple of rounds you just had in the replays again. We don't have to go into those again. But, yeah, Navi still look pretty comfortable. I think it's, 6-3 now?
Yes.
So they're absolutely fine on the T side here. They're still clear-cut favourites going into this one. Yes, some good displays of skills for the CTs, but not enough really to kind of give us an interesting game as of yet. If they get reset once more, it's another double eco going forward. So we'll see what happens. Looks like they're getting ready to get back into it. You can see the players flicking around CT spawn there on the screen. Which that is as of yet. We're learning though. As the tournament goes on, I will go and learn a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that's one of the cool things is we get to learn. I commend Starladder for that. They still seem to be the only European/North American, Western, if you will, organization that still regularly makes a point of inviting the Asian teams. Other tournaments either don't, or they have qualifiers by which they have to go through so many qualifiers they just don't make it in. And I get it. We want tournaments with the best teams, but it's still very important to have this community, this whole region involved, because they need to develop as teams.
Yeah, it's to establish new talent.
Exactly, and we get to see more. We get to see something a little bit different, and I think that's very cool as well. I don't think it's.
It was actually Navi that crashed down this tournament to a Chinese team on Mirage. I can't remember which one. It wasn't Tyloo. It wasn't
Vici?
Yeah, I think it was them. When on Mirage, they pretended like some crazy kind of anti-strats going on.
Yeah, I do remember that. I think that was Vici.
I can't remember exactly. We cost a lot of Counter-Strike. But still, it was like that's Navi was the sort of drawn for, oh god, not again. Don't do Mirage.
I know exactly the game you're talking about. When they countered Flamey on corner a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that was Vici. Simple starts it off, takes Stevie down. QKA manages at least one in return, but Seized is there. Dennis 3.0 to find yet another bomb plant, and Seized goes to the op, reads that Not7's rotating around. It's on to Forgets, who once again has managed to get down Banana and go for a long, I think he's got to be a little quicker in some of these situations, a long rotation. Now at this point he slows up because he knows that he's the last alive, but even saving is going to be tough. Oh, okay, Edward did go the other direction. Cleared it, so they know that's covered off. No one's going to surprise them. There will be no ninja. They can all start to exit. He himself, of course, Edward can stay to watch the ball. Confirmed that Forgets there. Having taken enough damage to be concerned, he'll at least bring one teammate back his direction. Flamey and he will swap and now exit together.
Nice little execution there towards the A sides. Going in their favor, challenging 2 players towards the pit. Nothing the CT player could do this time, though. Heroics from Shuadapai or Stevie, and he goes down, and it's going to be 7-3, and we said that would be a harsh reset. It certainly is. And we'll see whether they have enough to buy here. I can see exactly what you can, so I can't give you any real insights like normal, but I'd say maybe at this point it would be double eco territory. Maybe they'll force into it and see what they can do. Yeah, okay, so Forget has brought up. I'm not sure if he saved. Maybe he did, maybe I didn't catch it, but still, he looks like he's got head armor and defuse kit, and he's dead now, of course, as he goes down at the start of the round. They recover the M4 that's fallen down, but you can't get the armor. Defuse kit hasn't been obtained either, and it should be the round going against him at this point. But Stevie does find something with the USP there.
Certainly does. QKA walking out from Boiler, P250. Start to make his way into the door. Swings. P250 works well. Spots another bottom middle, therefore confirms he can't necessarily go for the weapon. This will pull Simple's attention. His attention that's quite fearsome. 3 fires into Boiler. Snaps back and forth until he finds the head of QKA. QK is a tough one to say together until you get the rhythm. It's like unique New York. I can't do that tongue twister.
Unique New York.
Say it 5 times fast.
It's the right time to be doing that?
Yep.
Unique.
You got to practice these things.
Right now. Maybe we should, this could actually be an important situation. Maybe you just cast this now and we'll think about that
later. Do it in your head.
Okay.
And I'll let Schwadapai start to rotate around because they don't. Oh, see, they love this apartments, this old school style of retake. Problem is, he was actually correct in his timing. If he'd just gone to quad, they were both still looking library. As we see it now in the X-ray, Simple has just turned his attention this direction, but oversteps it, doesn't consider it. A real chance now for Schwadapai. We know he's got aim, we know he's got accuracy. Low HP, he knows it. So it's on to the USP. Tries to bait him out with 2 shots, jumps above, but what a shot from Flamey.
I told you it would be an important situation, Matt. Lucky I wasn't saying that nonsense. Flamey steps up tremendously, and he gets that close-range AWP shot against ensuing CT at that point. That was an exciting moment. 1 USP bullet would have done it, and he can't land it. Flamey steps up there. It's a big round. I'm not sure the final situation. I'm assuming this weapon was safe. It'd be weird for one player to buy an M4. Maybe he had residual cash compared to his teammates. But let's see a replay coming in here. This is what I wanted to see from Flamey's POV. Full-on no-scope as well.
Sick.
That was cool. Very well played.
That's so heartbreaking, too. Schwadapai did everything right.
Yeah.
Missed the spray, granted, a little bit, sure, but did everything right in the 1v1, gets up close, gets the pistol out, baits him, gets the high ground to change the angle, and gets nailed. It was crafty. Already into the smoke for a chance shot. I got 2 kills with the op through smoke on Inferno the other day, Henry, in our game.
You did. I remember it.
Got a nice 3K. Would have had a 4K, but I was blinded by our teammate. It's all right. I can accept that my only good round was pure luck.
5 on 4 now as Guardian opens things up. Orb shot there towards QK, and it looks like Flamey's going to add to the frag totals as well. Quite a simple procedure, and Guardian, I thought he was going to hit that for days, but unfortunately goes down. And a chance here, but the double spray down comes in.
It was actually only 1.
That's these names confusing me, man. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, calm down. Don't need to get that defensive, Henry.
I'm just saying, it's making it very difficult.
No one. You don't have to throw in the towel yet. No, yeah, it did look like 2, but the second one looked so quick, I was kind of surprised, and then I realized it was simple to get the second. Ooh, okay.
Forget.
Yeah.
He's out of there.
He is indeed. Forget does fire back through the doors. Edward sprayed into him. Yes!
He's
My favorite player in the world. Yes! Oh, I'm so glad this just happened in a pro match. Thank you. Come on, chicken. Get 5 more.
Adopts the chicken, becomes a daddy as he falls back for the AWP.
Yes! Don't. I have a screenshot of me on Inferno in a Valve DM with like 8 chickens around me in this exact corner.
Cool story, bro.
Thanks. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
No problem. Anyway, the chicken is behind the barrel. He's secure. He will not be going down.
Been waiting forever for this.
But forget my dude.
Don't let him die to the bomb. It's fine. You're far enough away. Let's see where he goes. Because he should still be in the next round.
Oh.
That's our casting station. That's actually where I'm sat right now. I'm behind the door. You can't see me.
Normally 1.6 menus on there, but they've changed it. What are they going to do? A surprise, maybe? No, nothing.
No. I don't see anything on it.
Here's the scoreboards. Not 7, 3 for 11. Forget, also known as Cheese. He's top fragging right now. Couldn't quite catch it. I was trying to work out all the names. It's about 9 or something. AWP for him. So
is that late for you?
I couldn't quite catch it towards the end. But here we go. He saves the AWP towards...
Ooh!
God, he's playing with fire though, isn't he?
Yeah, and apparently making it work. The problem is that he's got the only gun, gets a kill, that's great, but there's 2 there. He swings wide, take him down. Nothing more he could do. And it's an open B side as well. They stack off that. So although it looks good, he gets a kill. He is playing with fire, gets that information. If they're going to stack, he almost needs to be in a position where he can get multiples. As Flamey will push all the way through to the tree, swing out, catch off QKA. That's Edward to continue pushing. Clotheslined by Not 7, who will now pick up a UMP. 9-3, potentially 10 for Navi. Flamey gets 2 more. Just having fun with it now, Navi, aren't they?
They are. They're getting to the swing of things now. 10-3. It was an interesting exchange at the beginning of the half, right? We had some nice first gun rounds there from 5POWER, or Uya, or Cheese, whatever they're going with. And unfortunately for them, it's kind of, they won a couple of rounds and then they keep getting fully reset, struggling with the force buys after that. And this is another round going against them. The orb went towards Banana, found Guardian. They've done a decent amount of damage to Navi, but it's getting to the end stages of the half now. Doesn't really amount to too much. And Dennis sees, will be hunting for him. That's going to get me.
Yeah, the Dennis one's the most confusing because it's the only one we actually say on a regular basis. So
and
when we see it in our peripheral, it gets
You've got Edward, right? His first name isn't actually Edward. So you're looking for that, and it never comes up. And it's like, that's the worst one. That gets me the most.
Well, it's your name's not really Henry either. So.
Well, yeah, mine's Hank. But
exactly. But Mr. Hanky was already taken.
It's true. Round number 14, no AWP available, 5POWER here. Seen too much of the AWPing, to be fair. But seems to be watching towards the windows. Actually, two players going aggressively, but it looks things towards the apartment position. That'll be Stevie, and we'll be joined by QK as well. So we'll be looking for the first pick. The spam's coming in. Oh, God.
That's pretty cool looking.
It's pretty tense. He palms out.
Well, it gets simple up inside of the apartments, but they spray back, and as he runs by, he knows there's one down toward bridge position, so he doesn't try and find the angle, just sprays. Guardian get back into the boiler, though. They've just cleared this, so he actually might be right in his timing. Forget, however, does find Edward, and Not7 needs to be careful because flashed off. They've gotten enough kills that they've got the advantage. There's no need to give this up, so back in the site they'll go, and they're going to play the boost on a 2-2 split at B, and the question is, do they rotate and leave the boost alone? I don't think the boost alone is enough, but it certainly is a powerful position.
Yeah, it's quite common for the players to leave one player there, but we'll see. 4 on 3, they have got the advantage here, but Guardian still alive, still have a lot of utility to work with as well. Flamey and C's to join him. All towards top and middle, 45 seconds remaining as well. Got a passive hold from the CTs, which I don't mind at all. Get one frag, keep the man advantage, even if a trade comes in. Slow them down as much as you can as the time ticks away. They'll go through CD spawn now.
They could do. The thing is, it's being considered right now by Forget, who sits to watch the Speedway, because they know the call that they missed the archway position, and QKA has gone over to hunt for that information. He's made it work. Problem is he's lost his teammate Stevie inside of the site, tries to dodge the flash. Partial blindness, but restored.
Oh,
good shot from Guardian. That is extremely fast.
What?
And the bomb will go down as a result. Forget gets ever closer, and if he hunts for the bomb directly, well, there you go. Flamey's going to find him first, leaving Not7. Late rotation coming in from Banana. 1 versus 2. Makes noise, just goes for it, jumps around, no one peeking. They know exactly where he is. Needs a little bit early. Flamey on the AK could be perfect to swing because he's going to be looking inside of the site, and there it is. So that now adds another round to Navi. I think that makes it 11-3.
Yeah, it was a round. You thought that the CT's going to run away with it there, but that fast shot from Guardian. We didn't see it from his POV. Maybe we can get that on replay if anyone can hear me. But the fact is, you could see he was looking at a completely different angle. The CT had a huge advantage there, pre-aimed him and everything. He flicks it like he always does. Manages to nail the shot and ultimately wins the round for Navi there. And 11-3, absolutely right. Nice little shot there with the flowers, quite picturesque. As we get into round number 15 here. Another difficult bar, UMP, 2 Famises. Forget's got the AWP this time. 3 players towards Banana. Presumably the smoke comes in towards the steps area, which it does. But Edward, he's already made it past.
Edward has made it past, tries to get the shot as well toward Banana. That's not there, not available to him. But Guardian instead starts to work in the direction of B with the AWP to get slightly closer as well. I can see this angle, but the smokes will disallow that. No clear bags, but with the smoke there, they could actually reoccupy it, so I think is what I was going to call him X7. Not7 will do. Guardian still wants the angle to work. Crisscross. 1 to the coffins, 1 to the CT, and, well, yes, bomb goes back, but a fake the fake. Run back down and let Guardian go alone. Do they hear those noise cues and get a little bit overzealous trying to peek out? Perhaps, because Guardian just walks in, finds Not7 hiding oranges 1 as well. Flamey turns around, and down goes QKA. It's left to just 2. We're a little bit early to show Guardian's pretty face, but it may be the case that we will need to in a moment to celebrate the fact that they're going to go 12-3 up in the first half. Not done just yet. Stevie still survives, but not much longer.
Very convincing half there for Navi. Some good rounds from the Chinese side in the initial sectors there. Uya, I should say, and managing to give some impressive performances in terms of from the pit towards Banana as well. But unfortunately, they kept getting reset after every round they won, and they couldn't really get rolling apart from that. And Navi do run away with this first half quite convincingly.
Take a short break to see if they can come back in just a minute. We get back into the swing of things. Our last game of a long opening day, a Swiss format. And it is Navi, the heavy favorites, well in the lead over 5POWER, UMA, whatever you want to call them. Uya, I think it is. Sorry, not UMA. UMA is Avalok.
Yes.
Don't worry about that reference, Henry. You won't understand.
Right over my head.
I may have spoiled, but it's 2017, so don't worry about it, people.
Well, must-win pistol. We've casted only Inferno today, Matt. We've seen the ups and downs of it, and it's suddenly a down for 5POWER right now. Ouya. And Navi, if they win the pistol, I'm afraid that's it. I don't want to sound like a pessimist, but that will be the GG.
You are quite pessimistic. You used to be way more pessimistic when you started casting. I remember calling you out on it regularly. I think now you're more of a realist.
Yeah, that's why I've always been. I think that's quite a realistic
Nah, you were a
statement.
pessimist before, Henry.
No, that's what I'm saying. Probably. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I can't remember. I can't remember my own personality. It evolves, doesn't it?
Those were darker times.
Those were actually very dark times, yeah. But he saved me, Matt, and here we are.
Yeah, don't think. Anyone that I save is actually, it's like out of the fryer into the frying pan, you know, drowning in a peaceful sea, rescued by a sinking ship. Like, you're not saved, son.
Yeah, well, we're doing okay. Both still sane for now. Just about. See what the future holds.
Well, I know you're going to coach Nip, so I'll be with Moses. Maybe doing some laps at the ring again.
Back to cars?
Yeah, why not?
Right, here we go then. The pistol looked like it's underway. It certainly is. And will be 5POWER, of course, on the T side now. 4 sets of armor for them. A taser, but forget. What is that about?
Perhaps he wants to be remembered.
I don't get it.
Just wants to make a play that's memorable. Oh, you don't get the taser. I thought you meant my joke. Because most people look at my jokes. They're pretty bad, but I thought I'd explain it for you. And then realized
I'm so confused.
You got it.
Okay, why has he got that?
I don't know. New meta. Well, Stevie gets the first kill. Seized. Goes a little bit aggressive. Perhaps a little bit confident given the situation. It'll be Guardian in the corner. He finds one, but goes down. Flamey.
No!
Oh! Flamey, what have you done? That is the coldest flame I've ever seen. Couldn't roast a Marshy on that one, but it's going to be Stevie to take down Simple. That was it was on a platter.
Yeah.
That was stealing candy from a baby.
Well then. Edward, the last player remaining, Flamey found a lifeline and then some. And he couldn't do anything with it. It's going to be Edward now just trying to get some consolation frags here. No kit available. He won't be able to do anything about this, but forget, or as he's known as Cheese, has he got the taser out? Is he ready to use it? Yeah, he is. Do it. Yeah, I think he just drew it. No, he went back to the pistol. Now he's trying to bait him into it. He doesn't want anything to do with this, Edward. Save your armor to the next round. Ooh. Oh, that works. Now he's got the taser to use. Oh, why? What? Get out. Leave. I liked you when you had chickens as friends. You know what would have been the worst? If he pressed E on a chicken, brought it to a corner, and then tasted it. Then I would have been really mad. Yeah, that would have been a shame. I'm trying to think, what's the benefit of getting a Zeus in the P pistol? Like, maybe I could probably spin something together with the CT side. I could maybe bring some sort of nonsense
his only thought is that maybe they plant B. They know they're going B.
It must be.
And he gets, well, most likely, but I'm giving the benefit of the doubt maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he goes and holds the doorway at, like, Chapel. But
Still,
that's yeah, it's optimistic, right? Like, get armor.
Yeah.
Get anything that's going to give you a better chance to take the site. Anyway. Again.
Maybe getting too deep into it.
Well, I think we are, but I like to go in deep, Henry. Yeah,
you certainly do. 3 players get naded to hell there at the top of Banana. That's what we should have been seeing in the previous Inferno games. A lot of lack of utility, I have to say, especially from the NIP boys. But still, a chance now for 5POWER to get into this. Those nades have helped substantially as they make their way towards middle. Guys in Navi also very scary, these pistols, but a couple of Deagles. Ooh. There it is. Guardian's so sick with the Deagle, to be fair. He always does this.
Nutty. The zebra striped. Pie. It's good in the first half. Stevie, though, is going to get a kill on Edward. He's going to walk out, Pie from the apartment position and try and work off, but it's QKA that actually finds the kill instead. Forget with the assist. Stevie toward the graveyard, just clears the stairs. Cam to show our bomb is officially down. The game didn't give you enough indication. That should be a closure of the round, I believe, at that point. There's investment from the CTs. They'll sit in the wings and try and hold off. that won't do.
I like that little that bomb camera thing, but I think we should save it when like it's a fake going on and the bomb goes down the other side of the map, or look at the action on the other side. Obviously, the bomb's going to be planted in this scenario.
Well,
just a thought.
When you're done casting, you have a career in production, Henry.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 3-on-1.
What else would you change?
What about this particular broadcast?
Not just in general, you know.
Just in general, I'd
add to the viewer experience.
I'd like the money to be displayed at all times, like in a fashion you could actually see when people get kills with the SMGs. I don't have to explain it every time. You could see it actively coming in. That'd be quite a nice one. Save me a lot of work.
Sure.
Instead of speculating.
Anything for you to do less work.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to pull together here.
I can understand. All that said, Navi, you said it would be over if they won the pistol. Haven't, so we'll get drawn on a little longer. So we go from a 12-3 score to now a 12-5 score, and there should be another round where Navi sits with the pistols and what, of course, they saved. And Simple's gone for the Zeus this time.
He has, and there's a little Mac 10 save there with Guardian as well from the previous round. So Zeus out. This makes sense to the Zeus. You can't really afford anything. The Zeus is very cheap indeed. And you sit in the tight corner, you take a player down, he doesn't check it. Well, even if he does check it, you can beat him to the punch most of the time. Instant kill. Edward boosted up. This is going to take a lot of work from him. This is the first shot. Gives his position away. Should be dead, but not even the Mac 10.
Oh, and it gets decent damage on the next Not 7. Simple's waiting all the way back at new box, not peeking because he's got the Zeus. I don't know what he's got drawn at this point. Good shot, Not 7.
Edward's still alive.
Edwards is still alive on the boost. They've gotten Simple down, so the Zeus amounts to nothing, and they get the sight as a result of that. They'll close out on Edward, their next closest threat. And waiting for exits is Dennis. I did it too, Henry. Seized.
There you go.
Down toward T-stairs. In fact, he goes all the way back to the bench at T-spawn because he's got armor that he would very much like to have in the next round. And he's not taking damage, but the question is, did he take damage? His armor's at 75. So yes, he did take damage in the last round. So he will have an investment.
3 kills and Not 7. Lots of money there, and 5POWER starting to close the gap. Unfortunately, it's the first gun round next round. I don't think Guardian can bring out the AWP. He went Deagle head armor in that second round 4 spy. So unless he got a ton. Oh, to be fair, he got a Mac 10 kill, so maybe he can.
Yeah, I'd have to see it.
It'll be enough for a glass cannon, I'm pretty sure. Normally, I sound really smart as I have the stats in front of me, but I don't.
That's his trick, everyone.
Yeah, I have everything available.
You saw my secrets to casting. Now you are learning his.
That's this event. I would say you can get glass cannon with that Mac 10 kill. And in fact, he got a couple in the previous as well. He got that Deagle kill and he got the Mac 10 kill. So he's got enough for
the lack of stairs here now at T-stairs and a little ramp that's
uneven.
I'm
$50 short. Come on.
So close. So close.
Sorry, go on.
Nice light, no cigar. Yellow house, curved cobblestone ramp rather than stairs. It reminds me of Sigishwara and specifically where Vlad, the Impaler, Dracula, was born. A little house.
What are you talking about?
It's a town in Romania. Just that like angle where. Never mind.
Right.
It just looks like a cool place that I've been and I like it.
Ah, okay. I haven't been there in Romania. It's one of the trips I was part of.
No, you weren't invited.
Good to know. 5 and 4 here, no kits. So this is going to get interesting now. This has got 5-0 territory all over it. We'll see what happens. No AWP for Guardian. Obviously, a very into their boat, but in terms of the utility remaining, 2 smokes now, and they have to get a little bit aggressive here. The CTs want to find that first pick. You see 2 players pushing down towards Banana. Edward was challenging towards apartments, but some decent map control coming in for the terrorists now. 5POWER could actually run away with this round. This is certainly a bonus round for them. They've got the Galil, the UMP from the previous round as well. And the T side, I would say that certainly counts.
Rushes go over, smokes as well. Guardian tries to position a better set, but it's good set from Simple. He'll take 2, drop the bomb inside of the pit as well. Flamey's managed to do well in his position. And it's Guardian to swing out and close it off. They'll go to 13 rounds, 5POWER left with just the 6.
But they do have plenty of money to work with here. They got some decent damage to the economy of the CTs. There's only 2 players surviving. They've got lots of money going forward. They can bring out the AWP together. I don't think that's possible for the CT side. Maybe you can see them juggling around Famises right now. And the UMP is chucked in for good measure, but it's certainly going to be a massive advantage here for 5POWER here. As we get into round number 20. Okay, Schwaderpie a little bit less than I thought. He's only got the AK head armor, no nades. No AWP comes out as of yet. Not really that viable as we started to learn on the T side of Inferno. It seems to be quite a poor option unless you pick it up and it's like, okay, we can carry it to the next round and see what we can do with it, change it. Things slightly, but buying it, I don't really think it's super viable at the moment.
Yeah, he gets closer and closer to getting, well, that exact position where Edward is getting out toward the balcony. Edward doesn't push through, but he's set and ready. As soon as he peeks, oh, he's got to be so careful, especially with the shoulder peek if they rush him down 2 players. Backs into the pit instead. This is more, oh!
What?
I was going to say, this is more, I get what he's trying to do, but had a perfect opportunity to get a kill off and Forget still manages to find one. And QKA somehow still survives being down in the site to pick up Edward. Now Guardian, and Flamey falls. Not7's got the kill. It's seized in a 1 versus 3. Bomb just now being grabbed for the plant. He's going to fake out that he's going to the Arch side and try and act quickly to get in behind Forget, but with 2 players already watching Library and Arch, I think Forget is more than aware that that flash could have very well come from the top of mid and sets for 13-7. They're slowly closing it in.
Yeah, harsh reset as well for the CTs at that point. It was a strange round, to be fair. Lots of map control gathered by the Chinese side at the start of the round. Getting 3 players towards apartments. Flashes come in as well, and they have the knife out. They're jumping towards quad. They didn't expect to find a player running back to the side as well. It was an equal exchange at that point, and then they took down the player in the pit, ran away with the round, and Navi had to go for his C's, had to try and make that 1v3 happen, but unfortunately for him, it does not, and this is another lifeline for 5POWER. The Eagles and PT50s, but a body armor purchase as well. Be a double eco, all things considered. We'll have a look going forward. 5 AKs once again, a full buy for the Chinese side, and this is a very common Inferno anti-eco strategy. Say all 5 players alive, you know the cities will be very limited in terms of economy. Trade out everything. Probably Molotov towards garbage area. Don't know what to face check that necessarily. They're going for it. I would say just eradicate that risk and don't leave one of your players with their back turned, but it seems like they know what they're doing.
Guardian blinded, temporarily tries to get the op in position, or excuse me, the Deagle in position. 5 minutes. That kill Raptor in the corner finds another one on his seized. Will fall to Edward, but he's immediately taken out by Not7, who manages now his 2nd kill. It's simple versus 3. Deagle in hand, bomb planted on A. He's actually read somewhat correctly that Forget was trying to get in behind him, so goes aggressive with the Deagle. Gets the kill as well. I'm surprised. 19 HP. And he'll run with the AK, so that's smart. It'll give them another gun to work with as they still have 3 to close out. 5POWER is going to call a timeout after winning this because they know guns are coming back up and they want to try and counter exactly, or at least anticipate what Navi is going to do.
Simple with the AK-47. Might be able to save at this point. We've got a microphone problem.
I take it back, okay. I thought I had a great theory as to why that was.
It was a nice idea.
But it's a mic problem.
Instead of a mic problem. So that will slow things down. And he's left the server, so he's probably fixing it with TeamSpeak or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
Go on.
Is he supposed to leave the server before the round ends? That's going to mess up the money reward for Ebot. I think he has to wait to the round to end, the pause to hit, then leave.
Don't know.
Maybe not. I didn't see his money before he left.
Here's the stats for you. Scores on the doors. Guardian with 21 kills, 11 deaths, another great game for him. Seized, trailing behind, 7 kills, 12 deaths. To be fair, in this kind of game, it doesn't really matter when you've won the first half 12-3. They've had an interesting second half, to be fair. After winning the pistol into 3-0, Navi win the first gun round and get fully reset, and here we are. 5POWER a chance to close the gap. The saved AK-47 doesn't look like an amount of a force buy around it. Can't see much else on their backs right now. I'm trying to work it out. Maybe some Deagles with the AK. If we can get off this view, that'd be great.
I like it.
Not the best for me. There we go.
It's scenic.
Yeah, it looks pretty, sure.
That's what life's all about. Surface value.
AK-47 for simple.
Don't dig deeper ever.
Desert Eagle, PT50, no nades. So, to be fair, a player like Simple, if he gets his timing right and finds the first kill, that could be a snowball effect for Navi. We'll see what happens.
Back towards Banana they'll go. Seized will wait with the USP, so they don't have the guns bought up that I anticipated they might. They're going for double eco territory. Thankfully, they get the AK. Schwattapai will get the kill on 2 Cs, but the AK still up for Simple. Problem is for them, it's only rotating through CT at this point in time, and they're just getting in position to get kills now on the perimeter. That's a good shot to take down Flamey, especially with Schwattapai boosted in a way that could actually see in towards CT for rotations. Gonna smoke down, boost up. They're gonna try and get Simple's AK in position for that exact reason. He gets 2. Bomb still planted. They've got the advantage on the Navi side. He's still waiting to see if the smoke will benefit him. He's lost track of Not7, who's crossed over, but anticipates. Better shot, though, from Not7 to make sure he goes down. 2 versus 2, no kits becomes the problem at this point in time, and Not 7's hunting for those trying to exit. Bomb's going to detonate at this point in time no matter what. So job done. They'll go 13-9, and I think HenryG goes down with blast on 40 HP, so they'll lose. Actually, they lose one of their own, so he's got to run for the gun. Not 7 takes away the AK. I don't think there was an op in that, so it's all fine.
Ooh.
But it's another round for them.
It is. Simple certainly made things a bit exciting there with the counter boost from CT spawn on towards that ledge. He finds 2 great headshots there, and like you said, lost track of the player in front of the smoke. If he gets that kill, I'm saying the round's done, but couldn't quite find the headshot. Now it will be the tactical pause for Navi. They just want to close this one out. I'm still not going to speculate that 5POWER can do this, but you never know. If they can string the next 2 together and keep working the economy of Navi, maybe there's a slight chance and we could see this go the full distance. But for now, still pretty smooth sailing for the CIS team. Tactical pause, just to discuss what's going on. Like we said, it's the new coach, no StarX anymore. Andy, who was an analysis for Navi before.
Andy. From The Office?
Yep.
What about Rugrats?
What about Rugrats?
I think there was an Andy in Rugrats.
Yeah.
Did you have that cartoon?
We did. It was on every Saturday at breakfast time.
Yeah. It was a good one. Chucky. That was the other guy. Wasn't
Tommy,
Andy the main?
Tommy
was the main. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Andy was one of the twins, I think.
Oh, I think there was an Andy.
No, that's wrong, actually.
Well, you know what? Let's stop talking about it.
Rugrats feature. Maybe a podcast on Rugrats after this.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay. Anyway.
I'll tape my glasses and be Chucky.
13-9. And the orb comes down the T side against Guardian as well. Is this going to be their downfall? That 3 players in the apartments mentality once again. Hopefully not a knife out this time. Edward's waiting in the pit. Very solid in this position. Legendary, some would say. And playing the Inferno pit throughout all iterations of CS. A fast play with a flashbang. Simple's ready for it, though.
Good position for Simple to be in. Good trade as well to take down Stevie. Follows it up, a second kill. But around the corner, immediately Forget finds him. They've already rotated in, seized. He'll find the response go 1 versus 3 against Not 7. Late to rotate in from the archway side. He does pick up a kill for free, but that, with ample opportunity and time between the other 2, is rotated information, relayed information. And therefore a kill for Navi to make it now 14 rounds, 2 to go to winning the game and going into the 1-0 category, which is a pretty comfortable category, pretty impressive category today. Hellraisers get in there. They were the only one that you didn't expect.
Yeah, that's certainly a wildcard sort of result at that point. I don't think most people would call that, to be fair. FaZe have dropped off online. It's already all the information.
Oh, yeah, the honeymoon gone.
Yeah, like
I didn't think they were going to be a honeymoon team.
It's always difficult to give weight to online results, right? But they have looked poor online recently, and Hellraisers look very good. It's one of the first true correlations we've had from online performances that have come true in quite a while.
Guardian.
Oh, God. Okay,
can we see this? Guardian with 2 quick kills down middle.
He wants more as well. Here we go. Oh!
Tries it. Still a chance. Goes back out. Sets in ready. There's 3. Can't find 4, but there's going to be a rotation down from Banana. Surely by now they've got 2 players there, so it is going to be Simple to step in and take 1. He goes down. Guardian waits low HP. 1 HP, in fact. QKA has all day, but he's going to sit by. Wait to go down. Good peek. Good read that they're going to be pushing up. Edward going down makes it a bit interesting, actually, because as we say, Guardian's on 1 HP. If he finds one of the other 2, he opens up a world of opportunity. Problem is, where's the bomb?
It's at the top of middle, Matthew. Out of his reach for now. And he's going to find Dennis.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't have your knife out.
Well, it's if he would have expected him to be there.
Just have the gun out just in case. What's a knife going to do for you?
Imagine Dennis was on an op and scoped in. Well, now they know where he is. So that actually turns out, although QKA lives, and you'd think, all right, that's fine. He's got a chance. They know exactly where he is, and Guardian finds his 4th, 1 HP or not. It's map point Navi, Henry.
It is, and that was a big round from Guardian especially. I really hope you get to see that from his POV in the replays. As it looked like he completely decimated them with some fast shots towards the top of middle. It's certainly proving to be a CT-centered map in terms of the AWPing. We've seen a lot of top players now, like we saw in Alu at Katowice, having some amazing rounds on the aggression of the CT side. Guardian, Kenny S, Shoxy as well, apparently an AWPer on this map. And, this might be it now for 5POWER, unfortunately. Got 4 Tech 9s, a UMP. Guardian, hungry for a bit more. Doesn't spot anything at T-steps. He might go aggressive towards second middle as well. Could happen. Pull back now at this point, but nades towards the window of the bedroom at that point, seeing whether they can get a kill going. Guardian's actually in the apartments as well. Schwaderpai Worth it. You're so young. Don't just walk into his crosshair. Oh!
Oh! That's damage, though, really.
Okay.
Young and naive.
Yeah.
Brave. Valiant. And he gets a decent reward for his efforts. This is good from Simple with that smoke down. He's missed one. He's missed one, and they're going to try and... Okay, he's got him. You're right. I'm sorry, Henry. This now is Edward to spray it, and the game done. Pretty straightforward closure to day one, 16-9. It was interesting. You know, 5POWER, team we knew nothing about. Look, more and more Asian players that we're getting to know, the better for me, especially when I think the Asian scene is about to explode. I get this feeling.
Well, yeah, we made the video last year, We Are Coming, right? And it feels like it's still happening. Maybe I can come up with
I don't think the skill's going to be there, but I think more and more teams are going to pop up. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm excited to see another one putting up decent numbers. Still a lot of work to do, no doubt, but Navi, they'll go up on this one.
Absolutely. It was obviously a very one-sided affair. I don't think the scoreline does it justice. Navi let them in a little bit in the second half there. Losing the pistol, then they fully reset as well. Doesn't tell the full story, but still some impressive rounds and some great displays of individual skill overall from 5POWER, which you can't really take any away from them. Hopefully they can continue this tournament. Still Swiss format. They go 0-1. Maybe they can take a scalp down here and be the difference maker in this tournament. Maybe knock a big name out. Who knows?
It's possible. It's all possible. And we'll find out more on day 2. It's our Swiss system. The 0-1 group is pretty even. I think the upper group is as well at 1-0. Our desk is definitely capable of explaining all of that to you. So why would I talk? I'm not going to do that anymore. Alex, you can do it.
Thanks very much, Handsome, Henry, and Sado there to end off the day.